Alright, hey everybody, so welcome to another movie review. So for today's video, we're talking about one of my all-time favorite films, and because I've been talking so much about Wuthering Heights, this is because Emerald Fennell has said that she wants her version of Wuthering Heights to have the same lasting impact as this film. And so for today's video, we're going to be reviewing one of my all-time favorite films, Titanic. 29 years. God, has it really been 29 years since James Cameron's epic, sweeping, swooning, thrilling romance first sailed into theaters? After 29 years, sweeping the Oscars and countless rewatches, Regal for a Day yesterday, in one of their themed months, decided to put Titanic back into theaters. And of course, I'll never pass up a chance to see one of my all-timer films on the big screen, and by God, does it still hold up. At the time, this was hands down the most expensive film, and when you watch the film, even 29 years later, you can still see and feel every single penny up on the big screen. This is a film that deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite films of all time, one of my favorite romance films, one of my favorite disaster films of all time. You know it, you love it, Titanic. No matter how many times I've seen this film, I'm still blown away by the sheer mastery on display. This is hands down the best production design I've ever seen on film. This is a film that, even though it's 29 years old, the visual effects holds up. The film holds up. When it comes to the visual effects, the fact that there are maybe one or two or even like a handful wonky shots and holds up so well speaks to the mastery of James Cameron and the visual effects artist who worked on this film. This looks and sounds better than many blockbusters that have come out over the last couple of years. There's been a lot of criticisms levied at the film when it comes to the story and the dialogue for being too simple. To me, that's a feature, not a bug. There's nothing wrong with telling a simple story as long as you tell it well, and damn it, this film tells it well. I've seen this film so many times and know it like the back of my hand, and yet I was still gasping during the same parts, still tearing up, still overwhelmed and in awe during the same parts. Let's talk about the cast, because holy fucking shirt balls. What more can be said about Kate and Leo that hasn't already been said for 29 years? They have hands down the best chemistry I've ever seen on screen. They play their parts perfectly. Sure, Kate has one or two stumbles. Before you grab your pitchforks, she's admitted this. But by God, is she phenomenal during this movie. This is where we first met. I'll never let go. I promise. How can you not grab for the tissues? And especially during the scene where Cal flips over the table, and there's like this really great moment where Rose finally exhales, just sitting with the servant. That it's like, I will never allow any slander against Kate Winslet during that scene. And Leo. Oh, sweet, charismatic, charming screen presence coming out of his ass, Leo. This is Leo at his Leoist. From the first time you see him, there's an effortlessness to his performance, an ease. You can clearly see why Leo Mania exploded post this movie. How can you not find yourself swooning during the scene where Rose comes to Jack at the front of the ship and she steps onto the railing? I'm flying, Jack! I'm flying! The music swelling, the kiss, swoon! Or take the scene where Jack draws her like one of his French girls. Yes, Kate Winslet is sexy, gorgeous, beautiful as hell, but it's still one of the sweetest, steamiest, romantic, swoon-worthy scenes ever put to film. And of course, Rose's first time. You would never guess this was a male director, or the scene where Jack stops Rose from going over the railing. That was a scene that I actually recreated when I was younger. And I was like in theater class with like one of the teachers. Yeah, I actually did that scene, and it's still perfection even to this day. I'm talking about the scene where Jack stops Rose from going over the railing towards the beginning of the movie, not the drawing like one of the French girls. Now, how about the supporting cast? Bill Paxton, the blonde hair and the pirate earring. Ooh. Billy Zane, Kathy Bates, Victor Garber, Francis Fisher, and of course, Gloria Stewart. There's not an off performance in the bunch. I want to zero in on Billy motherfucking Zane because he is a national treasure in this movie. He makes a meal out of every single one of his lines and leaves no crumbs. He's charming when he needs to be. You know, see the scene where he gifts Rose the heart of the ocean. He's threatening and menacing when he needs to be. See the scene where he flips over the table. I mean, this guy is a national treasure in this movie. And what review would be complete if I didn't talk about The Disaster, aka The Sinking, aka hands down one of the tensest, thrilling, horrifying, nail-biting, take your breath away, frightening, heart-wrenching, heartbreaking sequences ever put to screen. If you're not tearing up by the end of this sequence, then you're made of stone. So one of the big questions that I keep having is, why does Titanic work when so many other disaster love stories have failed? And that's because James Cameron understands that you have to actually care about these characters before the disaster strikes, and you can't just have the audience checking their watches or phones going, all right, where's the iceberg? Come on, iceberg, hurry up, let's go, come on, we're all waiting for you, hurry up, let's go. And when I say these characters, I'm also talking about Titanic herself. James Cameron rightfully gives the ship a voice during multiple scenes, whether it be when you hear it creaking and moaning and groaning during the sinking, during the disaster sequence, or with Mr. Andrews, played by Victor Garber. He repeatedly gives the ship a voice during multiple scenes. He understands the Titanic is just as big of an important of a character as your human characters, and he treats it like a human. And of course, it all ends with one of the best songs of all time. You know it, you love it, you've all sung it. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And I will always and forever be glaring at James Cameron that he never wanted a song over the end credits. He never wanted a song with actual lyrics over the end credits. He just wanted, for just like the score to play over the end credits. So we actually had to be talked into letting them do My Heart Will Go On over the end credits. After 29 years, this film more than holds up. The performances are fantastic. The visual effects still really holds up. The cinematography is stunning. The production design is hands down one of the best production designs I've ever seen on film. The score by James Horner and the song by Celine Dion is memorable. I mean, the or you're here, there's nothing I fear. Chills, literal chills. This is a film that has stood the test of time. This film is a classic for a reason. This film swept the Academy Awards for a reason. This is a film that deserves to be seen on the big screen. Whether this is your first time or your trillionth time, this Valentine's Day or any day, take the trip back to Titanic. I am going to give this an A+, a 5 out of 5, a billion, trillion, quadrillion times infinity out of billion, trillion, quadrillion times infinity. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and I will just use any excuse to actually sit here and talk to you guys about the film. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued love and support. As always, remember, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on the After Film series. It ends with us, Hush Hush, The Mister, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Sunrise on the Reaping, Crave, Wicked, Midnight Sun, the Twilight animated series, Red, White, and Royal Blue Wedding, Reminders of Him, Wuthering Heights, and so many more booked entertainment adaptations as we go through the life of this channel. You guys are going to be so updated, you'll be begging me to stop the updates. Because I was terminated for so long, there's still some stuff from After We Collided that I do have to catch up on, including topic videos, and those are coming sooner rather than later. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights that it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. You know, and I know there are plenty of fans out there, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists or that it's even backed in termination in the first place. So please keep sharing the channel. Please keep spreading the word of Charles's Movie channel, because this will easily be one of the best, if not the best, book to entertainment adaptation channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the Book to Entertainment Adaptation channel. I'll see you later, Book to Entertainment fans. And until next time, take care, y'all. I love you. Bye-bye.